Hey y'all, welcome back to another episode of I Think That I Belong on HGTV. No, for real. Thanks for coming back to the channel if you're returning. And if you're new, thanks for visiting me this time. But while you're here, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and click the notification button so you can know when I post new content. Today, I'm going to be doing another small home project. It's going to be in my kitchen. And what I'm doing is redoing the counters. There's nothing wrong with how my counters are now. It's just preference. I have this whole 50 Shades of Grey thing going on in my space. So what I decided to do was redo the counters to look like more of a concrete type of counter instead of the granite type feel it had going on. So I used contact paper that I got from Amazon. I'll drop the link in the description box. If there's not much to say about the project, I just have to show you how it's done. So without further ado, we'll just get right into the video and I hope y'all enjoy. For this project, you don't need a whole lot of supplies. What I have here is my adhesive paper. I'll drop the link below in the description box. I have a flat putty knife to smooth out my surfaces, make sure to get all the air bubbles out, an X-Acto knife to cut clean across those surfaces and cut nice corners, and then some Clorox wipes to clean everything off. And that's actually going to be my first step, is wiping down these counters, make sure I don't have any grease, any excess food, anything on the counter so that my adhesive paper can stick neatly and smoothly across all surfaces. So where I'll be starting with the paper is at the end of the counter, but not along the wall that you see kind of standing vertically up. I'm actually going along the line of the sink, and I am going to be covering the sink slightly. I first use these little succulents I have as paperweights to be able to roll the length of the paper out first to kind of get a good measure, but I don't cut anything right away. And I just start by placing the adhesive down. I take off the backing of the adhesive paper so that the sticky part attaches to the counter, and then I go across it with my putty knife. And what you see here is that as I'm rolling the backing off of the paper so that the adhesive can apply to the counter, I'm going across the width of the paper with my putty knife as I pull the backing off each time. And not only am I doing that, but I'm also framing the sink. So I am covering it up, but I'm still framing it because later on I'm going to cut that excess off, and I'll show you all exactly what steps I take to do that neatly. Now, I mentioned before I did start along the line of the sink first. I later on learned that I could have done something different, and I'll show a different version of what I should have done on those back counters. But you see the space over there on the right hand side. We're going to fix that, but at the end. But I should have started out with that part first and then moved on to the part that I'm doing now. But this was my first time, and it's okay. It still turned out pretty great. Now I'm going to be showing you all how I got to the kind of L-shaped part here of the counter. What I'm going to be making sure of is that I have the sink cut out first, because I don't want to cover this much of the sink. I did cover the other side, but it wasn't as large of a space there. So I'm using the grid portion, the back of the adhesive paper, to kind of map out what part I don't need at all. And I'm just using a marker that I have around the house, framing the sink, and then kind of shading in what I don't need, so I cut it out completely. And then I'll show you how I lay that down along the side of the sink. now you see we have this big, neat kind of map of how we're going to lay this piece of the adhesive paper. It does still cover the sink slightly, but again, I will frame it out and I will show you how I cut around the sink neatly in a little bit. But this just gives me a better baseline than just having the adhesive paper cover that whole section of the sink. And so I'll go ahead and lay this down just like I did the other portion that I showed you, removing the backing of the adhesive paper, using my putty knife to smooth things out. So I've gone ahead, I've laid it down, and now I've come to the point of my rounded edge counter, which can be very difficult. I tried to look up videos before I did this to make sure I was going to do it the most efficient way without it looking raggedy. So what I did, I just laid everything down. I cut a small slit where you see my thumb at right now, and I laid everything to the right of that. I laid it down on the counter as normal. But what I'm going to do is take a strip from one of the other portions that I did of the counter. I'm taking this strip and I'm going to actually lay it along the edge of the counter, the rounded part. And lay it along the edge. And then I will use that to cover up the piece instead of having kind of like a crooked corner there, just so that it can lay smooth. And then I'm going to cut off the excess of that corner that you see the straight edge kind of way, and then I'll cut another line down the left hand side and then just lay it over the top of the piece that I just laid down. So you'll see how it all comes together in a second. Now here's one of the most satisfying parts of the whole project, cutting around this sink. And so as you saw before, when I laid the adhesive paper down, I still continue to frame the edge of my sink. And so what I'm doing is cutting little slits along what is left of the paper on the sink. And I go piece by piece with my X-Acto knife and just cut off those little strips so that I get accuracy in what I'm doing and not cutting crooked lines, and making sure that it's very, very close to the sink so it's a clean. thankfully I don't have too much counter space in my kitchen at the moment for this project. What I'm doing on the back counters here, I'm going to size the paper as close as possible to only what I need out of this paper, because it is very difficult working with a large piece all at once. And I'm going to cover the side panel of the counter first, as I should have done in that first section that I showed you, but again, it is okay. So I'll cover the side panel first, and we'll move on to the base of the counter afterwards. And it's pretty simple. I lay it down the same way that I did before, removing the backing of the adhesive paper, smoothing everything out with my cutting knife, and just going into the So for the remainder of the counter space, the method is just rinse and repeat. I'm using the same steps that I did before, removing the backing of the adhesive paper slowly, going across the width of the paper with my putty knife, making sure I have all air bubbles out, and then when I get to the edge or the end of this wall, I'm going to do those same steps that I just did with the side panel that you saw me do, going along the side of it, making sure everything is smooth, and then cutting off the excess along the top, and then I would have a finished counter. thank you for watching another video. Thank you for making it to this point. I really appreciate all of the support. There are some slight imperfections here or there, but for the most part, I'm satisfied with it and I'm happy with the way it came out. And so if you have any questions or any comments, go ahead and leave them down below in the comment section. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget. Besides that, I hope that you all have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever time it is that you're watching this video. And join me again for another pretend game of HDTV in my apartment. And yeah, bye.